It's automatic, it's on. I flip mattress, I'm grabbing the apparatus, keep squeezing it till it flatten your melon. A known felon, I'm weaving it through the traffic, connecting with drug addicts, embracing these thug habits. Look, at the end of the month was no food. Potato and egg tacos is how I made do. Free peanut butter and government cheese. My issue, my mama calling Deborah for help. Her Aunt Lou. 4 kids to adults, we here starving. My father got a job, he started then departed. My mama broken hearted, I'm looking at her nauseous. It's time to hustle regardless, I'm getting this party started. Like quarter piece in a brown paper bag in the bush, cross the street with the pistol close to hand. Pray to God when it's time to bust it, it don't jam. I sold my 7 grams, police came, I ran.
I'm the first gospel rapper. I'm the first apostle rapper. From my section, it's a lot of rappers. Respected cause I'm not an actor. Even though I changed, I didn't change up. Kept the same name from when I came up. RPH and we here now. The devil got so much to fear. Culture mechanic. I left the hood to fix all the problems inside of advantage. Cause I'm from the hood. And stuff get fixed from the inside. Inside. That's why Christ became a man. I'm in Christ. I let the old me die and became a man. Yeah, deal with men, but I war with demons. Reciprocate that before Jesus encounter changed all the morbid reasons. I was more of a heathen with a gorgeous heater. Miracles follow me now. So when I walk through the crowd, virtue was hard to be found. In me, they calling me now. When the devil show up, everybody know us. We the pull-up crew. RPH, scars and grace, and we about to change with the hood up too. Yeah. If you watch me live my life, it's like reading the word. Check me out, I got stripes in the streets in the church. I left the hood with some urban epistle. Urban epistle. I'm living the scripture, the word is official. Urban epistle. I left the hood with some but I came back with the word. I left the hood with a pistol, but I came back in a pistol.
I'm the rose from the concrete. I'm the diamond from the coal. I'm talking to y'all in depth. Stacked against the odds, my roots still crept. Grounded in the soil of the West. Love, loyalty, respect, mirrors pain, anger, death. These night terrors got me stressed. Seeing vivid thoughts of death and melting flesh. Turn them dark days to sunshine. My mind stay full grind. The whole city feeling the pressure. This is the war cry. War crimes, loaded 4-5s, holding on both sides. Let's ride, it's go time. Broke up out the concrete. The same place the sinners and the cons meet and still shine. The diamond in the rough that make the world blind. Take mine, aim at my opposition and dream of my peace. To my demise, I'm gonna speak for the streets. My voice sink to the beat. My soul speak and I peak. You hear Long Beach.
Hey, yo. Hey, HotFacts with Robert Reese, man. This your boy Dash Bandicoot tapping in with you, brother. Hey, shit, I'm right here on a break in my dash right now, getting busy, but I figured I'd tap in before I eat some grub real quick. But yo, man, I like your channel, like what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we share some of the same ideas as far as like how to navigate this gig market. So just tapping in, showing love, man. I seen your comment. Finally got a chance to hit you, bro. Whenever you get a chance back, man, just holler, man, for sure, man. Love, bro. Be safe.
Say that, but I can't fake that. We ain't finna play that.
So you tryna play chess with the devil without the king, huh?
I love you enough to be giving you the straight facts. We ain't finna play that.
You might play it well, but the game don't love you.
I love you enough to be giving you the straight
I began
facts.
with the troops who stand and salute. When the rules of the land, you either cuz or salute. Most watch too many movies. It's where they get their cue. Think they gotta take the bishop out. That's how you get the juice. That's cause they ain't met the king. My job's to introduce playing checkers. They think that chicken's how you get the coup. Like it's chess. These rooks telling lies in the booth. So they don't protect our queens. I gotta tell the truth. They focused on that gang war. I rep mine, you bang yours. Respect I. When different sets buy from the same store. Represent different sides and wind up on the same floor. When bullets fly, enemies lie side by side. That's a shame, Lord. They only coincide in peace at the cemetery. They couldn't say he loved beef in his obituary. So at the funeral, his family told a few lies. Placed him up in heaven cause he went to church a few times. It's sad. Cause when goons die, the saints cry. R.I.P. graffiti, they riding before the paint dry. The church pray before the cops come. And Satan playing evil games in your brain before the shots done. The streets living like Christ died, they never rise. When he said to tell us die, he didn't tell a lie. Man on the debt, God wanted to change that. So Christ paid double the price and bought change back. You can't change that.
Probably shouldn't say say that, but I can't fake that. We ain't finna play that.
So you tryna play chess with the devil without the king, huh?
I love you enough to be giving you the straight facts.
Look, this was done by grinding. Plot my path in life, start climbing. I came from the bottom where the babies is dying, the mama's crying. Everybody can't make it, but they trying. All I see is RIPs on t-shirts in old English. Another young life gets extinguished, and what we do, pop champagne, reflect on the memories, pop another bottle with a hit.
Day to duct tape and funnel some bricks through the tunnel with the bundles of chips. You can get the bundle package if you often and quick. Keep the cop off your tip, keep the spot off the grid. I'm finna hit, suppress it with a muzzle and tip. Henny guzzle it quick. I'm from a smuggling clique. We move bricks. Now estimate the number of chips. How much it costs for a hit? How much it costs to quit?
I remember.
Somerset used to be Compton Boulevard. BG's on the set for the new squad. By the way, since you dealing with the new squad, that means new law, new boss, new hall.
Dreams will last forevermore.
But you ain't gotta die to go to heaven. Christ did it for you.
I wanna go to places where dreams will last forever.
You talking heaven?
Dreams will last forevermore.
In heaven's been on earth. Due to sin, it was hidden from you. I've been to more funerals than graduations. I'm from the streets where killers get the congratulations. Empty crack bags and bullet shells on the ground. Addicts and automatics, the nightmares all around. Rape victims impregnated by evil rapers. Every time she look at her kid, she can see his face. People need a break, so all they think is flee, escape. Drink and take drugs till they kneeling at the feet of Satan. But Christ died for it, body hung high for it. Arms spread wide, bled dry, Mary cried for him. He let his mother watch to show us who we love a lot. When he rose, heaven fell and landed on the juggernaut. He defeated what defeated man, but defeat was incomplete with the devil under the feet of a defeated man.
One in a million, I think it's beyond skill. Welcome to my life, I won't meet you with no ice grill. The days is short, I take advantage of life thrills. Understand my stance, I'm ready to handle what life deals. I need a car that when you see it, you be like, yeah. But ask me how I'm doing, I'ma tell you life's good. You can make it too, we came about the same hood. Now you see me out like, hey look, it's a closed book. Most chances is chances, so we take them. Fake them till we make them. Dreams easily taken, extreme levels of bacon. You know my steez.
Success. And I'm here to tell you today, if you're going to be successful, you've got to be willing to give up sleep. You got to be willing to work off for 3 hours of sleep, 2 hours. If you really want to be successful, some days you will have to stay up 3 days in a row. Because you got to be willing to work off for 3 hours of sleep, 2 hours. If you don't want it badder than you want to party, you don't want it as much as you want to be cool. Most of you don't want success. You don't want it badder than. I don't know how many of y'all got asthma in here today, but if you ever had an asthma attack before, you short of breath, SOB, shortness of breath, you wheezing. The only thing you trying to do is get some air. You don't care about no basketball game. You don't care what's on TV. You don't care about nobody calling you. You don't care about a party. The only thing you care about when you're trying to breathe is to get some fresh air. I'm not eating like I eat at home. That's why you're about to go to the next level. Because if you keep eating like you ate at home, you'll keep being a boy or a girl. It's time to become man, woman.
And you better learn how to fight.
You got to get up every morning fighting, clawing, scratching. You got to beat depression. You got to beat anxiety. You got to beat the naysayers. You got to beat that little voice in your head that's telling you you're not good enough.
When I think about fighting, I'm not talking about people. I'm talking about situations. I'm talking about circumstances. I'm talking about opportunities that sometimes you have to fight for. Come on, life, let's fight. Let's go. Come on, job, let's go. Come on, career, let's go. I'm going to go to war.
That dream is not going to just sit there and wait for you to come and get it. You got to chase it. Like a man possessed, you got to go get it.
But to win fights, you got to have stamina. You got to be ready to fight and bounce back, punch and counter punch, jab and jab back. Let me tell you something. Life is a series of fights. The worst thing you can do is run away from your fights. Because if life is a series of fights and you run away, you just ran away from your life.
We got to fight. We got to fight. We can't lay down. When you lay down, you get ran over.
When you about to fight, you know a fight's coming, your adrenaline begins to pump, your heart begins to race, your mind gets right and say, look, I'm not gonna just fight, I'm gonna win this battle, and sucker, you going down. Some of you guys out there are fighting for your life. Why? Because the doctor told you you have cancer. You better not feel sorry for yourself. You better not lay down and quit. You better get up and fight, because a happy spirit does the body good like medicine. Fighting for your future, fighting for your dreams, fighting for success. When you come over depression, you raise your arms like a champ. When you overcome bankruptcy, you raise your arms like a champ. When you come over divorce, raise your arms in victory. Sometimes in life, you get caught with a good one. You didn't see divorce coming. You didn't see cheating coming. You didn't see being fired coming. You got sucker punched. Oh, I've been sucker punched before, but that doesn't mean I can't stop fighting. We got to get up, baby. When you get sucker punched, get up. When you get hit in the gut, get up. Because if you want to win this war, you got to learn how to fight one battle at a time, one war at a time. Because you might not win every fight, but you got to win the war. You gotta have the right attitude, the right mindset, the right mentality, not just to fight. It's gonna be a war, and you don't quit until you win. It's gonna be a war. And don't you quit.
You're gonna have sometimes low moments when you won't want to get out of bed. You just want to stay there. At times you won't want to come out the house. There are some times when things aren't going to go right, that will catch you on the blind side, that you did not anticipate. There are times when anything that can happen will happen. Murphy's Law will be knocking at your door. See, but the real challenge comes when you get knocked down. That's where the growth takes place.
If I got a saying, when life knocks you down, try and land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. You've got the power in you to do that. You've got something special. You've got comeback power.
You'll get knocked down, but you won't be knocked out. I'm unstoppable. This will not get me down. You'll be able to get to your feet again, be on the ropes, but you have a fast recovery rate when you work on yourself.
You've got to put your foot down and say, that's it. Enough is enough. No longer am I going to listen to that voice inside my head telling me I'm nothing, telling me I'm no good, telling me I'm weak, telling me I'm useless.
Fight against weakness, against fear.
All right, man. All right, man. All right, man. How is everyone doing? This is Hot Facts with Robert Reese, people. Live Monday through Friday, people. 2 p.m. through 3 p.m. people. We go 1 hour. People, we go from 2 to 3. Now, we could go a little further if it gets a little hotter. Okay, we got a lot of news to cover today. A lot of news to cover today. I do know that we have at least 6 or 7 pieces that we got to go over for delivery side. And then, obviously, with Texas, this is Hot Facts, people. There's a lot of people out there mourning and, still finding out things. So that is what is going on. We will be reporting on Texas. We're going to start off with Texas. We are still going to do our comments and everything else the same. But people, we're going to start off with Texas when we go ahead and get to our news part of what we're going to get down to. I'll go ahead and read comments after that, people. I'll read comments after that. But what I am going to do right now, okay, people, I am going to get this news set up, load this clip, and then we are going to start. So please bear with me really quick. I'm going to go ahead and load this up. The mic was muted. I'm going to go ahead and switch this video on, get this file set, and we're going to start off. We're going to pretty much start off brand new with the news because we got to go ahead and get through all this. We got a lot of hot facts to talk about today, people. So go ahead, listen to this for the first minute, and I'm going to get this loaded up for us.
Some of you love sleep more than you love success. And I'm here to tell you today, if you're going to be successful, you've got to be willing to give up sleep. You got to be willing to work off for 3 hours of sleep, 2 hours. If you really want to be successful, some days you will have to stay up 3 days in a row. Because you got to be willing to work off for 3 hours of sleep, 2 hours. If you don't want it badder than you want to party, you don't want it as much as you want to be cool. Most of you don't want success. You don't want it badder than... I don't know how many of y'all got asthma in here today, but if you ever had an asthma attack before, you short of breath, SOB, shortness of breath, you wheezing. The only thing you trying to do is get some air. You don't care about no basketball game. You don't care what's on TV. You don't care about nobody calling you. You don't care about a party. The only thing you care about when you're trying to breathe is to get some fresh air. I'm not eating like I eat at home. That's why you're about to go to the next level. Because if you keep eating like you ate at home, you'll keep being a boy or a girl. It's time to become man, woman.
South Texas overnight. The death toll in the shooting at Robb Elementary in Uvalde currently stands at 21.
Law enforcement sources say the shooter killed at least 19 children and 2 adults before being shot and killed himself. About 600 second through 4th graders attend the school in Uvalde, which is just about an hour and a half outside of San Antonio, a smaller community of just a little more than 24,000 people.
Andrea Lucia is in Uvalde and joins us live now. Andrea, the grief being felt there must be unimaginable.
Yeah, absolutely. There were just 2 days left in the school year. So you can imagine how excited the kids were to get started with summer. The district has now gone ahead and canceled those days. They are asking the staff to report to their respective campuses today, except of course for the staff that worked here at Robb Elementary, which you can see is still surrounded by law enforcement. They will be meeting at a nearby civic center where grief counseling will be available for them, for students, and for anybody else who may need it. Hearses arrived at the school late yesterday to pick up the bodies here from this scene, and some parents who were just desperate to find their children were giving DNA samples to help identify the victims. Among the dead we now know is Eva Mireles, a 4th grade special needs teacher. According to the district's website, she was a mom herself, and she was actually married to one of the district's police officers. The family of 10-year-old Xavier Lopez has confirmed that he was killed, and the father, Amory Joe, spent at least 7 hours trying to find her before announcing that she had died. CBS News has learned as well that 10-year-old Annabelle Guadalupe Rodriguez has died. Her parents approached a CBS reporter last night, desperately seeking any news of her.
I'm looking for my daughter. I mean, after the shooting, they don't know where she's at. I mean, the list, her name is not here, you know, and we don't know a list of who's gotten flown out, and you're not letting us in at the hospital right now. So we don't know where to go.
And the shooter, meanwhile, has been identified as 18-year-old Salvador Ramos, a resident of Uvalde. Law enforcement sources say he shot his grandmother, then drove to the school with a handgun and an AR-15. Police believe he acted alone. Later this morning, South Texas Blood and Tissue will be holding an emergency blood drive. This is an organization that delivered blood here to the scene by helicopter, delivered it to local hospitals to help the victims. They scheduled that emergency blood drive to fill the need, and they said every single available appointment has been filled because people are just desperate to help in any way they can out here. Back to you guys.
Yeah, just seeing that show of support is at least something in a time like this.
Now, check this out. Yesterday, right? Yesterday, I said, what are you doing right now at 18 years old? I said, he's on his phone, he's on Snapchat, he's on social media, he's playing video games online with the PC. I said all of these things, right? I said all of these things. I said he has been putting out signs, right? So they go and check. He's been giving warnings off on his social media, and the day of, he actually wrote and posted. You know what I mean? He's been giving signs. I said there could be something wrong with the home, and someone said, you know, we got to, you know, it could be this, could be that. My man went to go shoot his grandma. Like, come on now, he went to go shoot his grandma. So we don't know what's going on in this dude's head, but I did say that he had to be showing signs, and he went on social media and everything. Okay. They also went ahead and tracked him back to see where did he go to the store and purchase anything. Okay. He's been going back to the same places buying ammunition and all of this stuff. So if I'm a person that owns a gun shop and I'm looking at a little young kid coming in to buy, you know, these rounds, I'm going to be kind of suspicious, even though I know what the laws are. You can come in and buy, but with everything that has happened, someone comes in and just buys this type of ammunition, you gotta go ahead, even if you don't say something out loud, you gotta note that customer so that whenever you get some free time as someone that works in that shop who actually sold the items, if you feel something back in your head, just be like, you know what, let me go back, you know what, let me just go ahead and do a double check and make a call. You know, something like that could have happened, but I do understand that in these gun shops, You know, people like, it's a business. You're coming in to buy. I don't want to be pressuring you or making you feel uncomfortable inside my place of business. I want your business. So you're going to actually turn down some of the eye as far as when people come in, because we all know that money talks. If you come in with the right amount of money, someone will give you the right amount of ammunition. So, and you're not required to do a psychological check or anything else like that when you sell the guns and the ammunition. I get that. I get that, people. My grandfather had a place called, you know, it was called Price's Bait and Tackle. It was a place where if you were going to go fishing, you can go pick up all your fishing gear, freshwater, saltwater. Me and all my cousins, my aunties and them, we used to go in there and work in there and help stock all the stuff. You go in there and buy your beer, no alcohol liquor, but beer, Budweiser, MGD and stuff like that. And then it was just like a regular store. You know what I mean? But he sold guns also, because you got to go hunt. He sold the knives. You know, he sold all that stuff. You know, he's selling. But there are times when my grandma and my grandfather would turn people away if they felt a certain way. Okay? If they felt a certain way. People, a little bit of history, we go ahead and go to Juneteenth a little bit. My grandfather, A.C. Price, people's first black person in California to have a license to buy and sell guns. Okay? That's why I'm speaking about this right now. And my grandmother and my grandfather wouldn't, you know, if they gave you a hard time, you go walk out the store and not get what you were trying to go in there for. You know what I mean? That's exactly what they were doing. So I do feel, you know, there's nothing we can really do to stop things like this. But what I can say, what they should be implementing, and I don't know if that will be tampering with evasion of privacy, that, you know, as a gun store owner, if you are selling ammunition, that if someone comes in with and tries to buy a certain amount of rounds, now let's say they don't do it at one time. If they come back multiple times, you know, just have a certain number, you know, like add it up. Once they hit that number, then that should be your clue to, you know what, let me just go ahead and just let them know that someone bought, you know, enough ammunition. You know what I mean? So what that'll do is they can actually go ahead and check the social media of the person, because that is public. They can check the social media and see if he's been giving off signs or saying this and that. And if they go check like that, then they can possibly go and stop something before it happens. And that's why I'm saying these guys that own these gun shops and the NRA, man, you guys gotta, you know, you got to understand these things. And I understand that, you know, we have the right to bear arms. I get that. But at some point, you have to be able to question something and not think about the almighty dollar. Okay? Now listen to what this gentleman right here had to say.
It's a video from Newark Airport. Police are now investigating a disturbing video showing a violent altercation.
Oh, no. I take that back. Right after this, okay? Right after this. But check this out. Check this out. This dude works at the airline, and this is what an airline employee did. And I put this up here because travel, there's all type of travel stuff in here. But look at what the person that's supposed to have the customer service did to someone that is trying to go to work.
Involving a former NFL player and an airline worker, and what we've now learned about the United employee tonight. Here's ABC's Will Reeve.
Tonight, United Airlines telling ABC News it fired this employee at Newark Airport after investigating and reviewing viral video showing him fighting a passenger, former NFL player Brendan Langley. Sources tonight telling ABC News it all started when that employee asked for a wheelchair that Langley was using to carry his luggage. The situation quickly escalating, the two exchanging blows. At one point, Langley knocking the agent over, but the employee gets up and continues to fight. Langley tonight charged with simple assault. The professional football team he plays for in Canada releasing a statement today saying the team is currently looking into the matter in order to learn the full details and will have no further comment until the investigation is complete.
Tonight, ABC News has learned that Langley is back in Canada, and it's unclear if the airport worker will face any charges. David.
All right, Will Reeve for us tonight. Thank you, Will.
what that means is if he's not fired, they're pretty much saying, hey, that's a lesson learned. You got your butt whooped on TV. He's not in the NFL, but he still plays in the CFL. That is a professional athlete. You had no chance.
To act on even a simple measure. For the sake of these children, these 9-year-olds, these 10-year-olds, these 11-year-olds, these beautiful children, please, damn it, please, think if it was your child or grandchild. Now, Madam President, it wasn't always this way in Congress. Nearly 30 years ago, I was proud to be the author of the Brady Bill and a leader of the assault weapons bans. These were major legislative accomplishments, and they worked because they were good, common-sense laws. And they passed because both sides of the aisle worked together. And because they became law, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands perhaps, lives were saved. Children, elderly people, people of color, you name it. People now walking the streets who might have been dead had we not passed these laws. But today, the NRA has made it all but impossible for even the bare minimum to move forward in Congress. And the other side is all too ready to bow in obeisance to the NRA in service of their whims. Madam President, these types of shootings used to be rare. So rare, in fact, that each occurrence stood apart as a singular event. But now these shootings happen so frequently that the nation can barely keep up, barely mourn the 10 people shot in the grocery store in Buffalo before being rocked to our collective core by the slaughter of 19 elementary school children in the predominantly Latino community of Uvalde, Texas. These shootings happen everywhere. Movie theaters, churches, synagogues, concerts, nightclubs, grocery stores, college campuses, high schools, elementary schools with beautiful children getting ready to move out into the prime of life. Honestly, I thought Sandy Hook 10 years ago would be the breaking point. I thought that that would be the tragedy that forced Republicans to examine their conscience and think, oh God, we can't allow school children to be slaughtered. Well, I was wrong. The slaughter of 20 elementary school children in Sandy Hook didn't move them. We heard about their thoughts and their prayers, but no action. Then came Aurora and the Navy Yard. Then after Charleston, I thought, maybe this is the moment. 9 Americans shot in a church during Bible study? This has to move the Republicans here in the Senate. Nope. It didn't. They gave a few more thoughts, a few more prayers, no real effort to solve the problem. And so, Madam President, it continued on and on and on. San Bernardino, Orlando, Las Vegas, Sutherland Springs, Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School, Thousand Oaks, the Pittsburgh Synagogue, Santa Fe, Texas, the El Paso Walmart, Dayton, Virginia Beach, Boulder, Buffalo, and now Uvalde. When will it end? We must act to have it end. Not thoughts and prayers, action. After the shootings in El Paso and Dayton 3 years ago, the Republican leader promised that red flag laws and background checks would be front and center in a Senate debate. He was then majority leader, but then the Republicans did nothing. They ensured there was no debate, just as they wanted. They don't want to debate this issue. Indeed, all we hear from Republicans are thoughts, prayers, and now there's a new phrase. Now some of my Republican colleagues want to lift up the community. That sounds heartening, but it does absolutely nothing to prevent the next family from having to grieve for their loss. And it won't do a single damn thing to prevent another life from being taken. It won't do a single damn thing to prevent another child from being shot at school, a 9-year-old, a 10-year-old, an 11-year-old, beautiful children. And Madam President, you may have noticed that when they aren't offering thoughts and prayers to distract from their inaction, Many of my Republican colleagues focus on the motives of the shooters instead of focusing on the obvious common denominator. They talk about the real villain being mental illness and say nothing of the fact that we are a nation suffocated by firearms. Rates of mental illness are more or less the same across the developed world. The U.S. is not an outlier on mental illness, but we are an outlier in the sheer number of guns available in this country. That is why we have so many shootings and other Western countries don't. If mental illness were the simple cause, you'd see mass shootings happening all over the developed world, but you don't. What you do see here in America are enough guns to give every man, woman, and child in this nation a firearm and still have nearly 70 million guns left over. What you do see is that it's far too easy for people to access weapons in this country and then to use them to slaughter people, to slaughter children by the dozens, Again, America doesn't stand out when it comes to the rate of mental illness, but we are unique among the world's developed nations in that today, the leading cause of death among children is no longer a car accident, is no longer illness or malnourishment. The leading cause of death among children is a firearm. To think, if it was your child, your grandchild, how would you feel? And would that move you to do something about this plague of guns? Like my colleague, Senator Murphy, I refuse to believe that we cannot find a path forward. Make no mistake about it. If we can't find a good, strong bill that has bipartisan support, we will continue to pursue this issue on our own. We have no choice. It's too important. Lives are at stake. And I accept the fact that most of my Republicans are not willing to do what it takes to prevent this needless loss of life. The NRA will have a hold on them. That's just a reality, unfortunately. But it is unacceptable to the American people to think that there are not 10 of my Republican colleagues, just 10, 1 out of 5 over here, who would be ready to work to pass something that would reduce this plague of gun violence. It's unacceptable that there are not 10 members of the Republican caucus willing to save lives, find a way to do it. And yet, that's where we are.
All right now, this is heavy right now. Now, like I said before, I said I understand the whole thing. My grandfather was the first black person in California to have a license to buy and sell guns. I understand that you want to make your money and not put anything else against the person coming in making a purchase. But like I said, there has to be at least some type of list, or if they buy this, this much amount, you put them on a list, and on that list, it just allows authority to go check their social medias just in case they might be trying to plan something. And you can and then you can stop someone before it happens. That's the only thing that you can really do. You can't take away someone's right to bear arms. You can't do that. No one's going to vote that out. That would have to be like complete violation of human rights, because it's there. It's we have the right to bear arms. But they need, I'm telling you, if they just allowed some people just to say, or just some gun store owners, you can be different at times, man. You can be different at times. You can, if you feel weary, you're like, man, this didn't seem right. You can, when you get enough time, check it out. And then, just if someone comes back multiple times and is buying, just put that on your own personal list, so you can actually, if it seems weird and feels weird, go with the gut right there and just have someone just monitor the person just for a little bit. They're not going to go knock on no one's door and invade their privacy and go do a kick door and bust in their home. No, but what they will do, we are in the digital realm. Every single person out there they're on their phones. This kid was on Snapchat and everything. They found messages that he put up that were clear warnings. And then before he did it, he just put one up. But before that, they actually went back and checked to see, you know, what was he buying. And he was going to the gun store and loading up. And it didn't raise any suspicion because you have the right to, you know, sell to your customer. I get that. But when someone comes in, especially someone, young kid, you know, kind of, you know, young kid buying all these rounds, man, you gotta have, sometimes you just gotta, you gotta go like that. Like I said, my grandfather and my grandmother, if they didn't feel a certain way, it was ways other than telling people that I'm not gonna sell you a weapon or sell you bullets. You can just make it difficult for them and make them walk out the store. They used to do stuff like that. There are things that you can do. Just something like that, you never know would help prevent something. Okay, we gotta start thinking about that. Condolences to everyone involved with the loved one in Texas. Okay, there's families involved that lost the niece, grandchild, all of this stuff. So condolences out there. Prayers go up. People, if you are in the state of Texas and you know people there, there's prayer chains going on all over the place. If you guys would like to put your name on one of those, you can go ahead and put those in, and I'll shout those out like the birthday shout outs. I got a whole prayer team behind me. And people that are friends of family too, who join in with them also. So you throw out a name and we'll shout them out for you. We will shout them out and put them on there. You know, I'll go ahead and you know, the children that passed, you know, unless the news puts them out like that, I'm not going to repeat the names. You know, if it's in the article, they'll go ahead and do it like that, but I'm not going to repeat the names. But other than the immediate victims that passed, and, you know, family members and things like that, you want to, hey, pray for so-and-so and their family, go ahead and shout that out. I'll shout that out, and I guarantee my prayer team is going to take those in, and they're going to get busy with them, okay? I don't like to move on like this, but man, we got like 7 or 8 more things in news right here, and this one is another sad thing, tragedy, okay? Edwardsville, Illinois, people, we all know Tornado Alley right there, people. So Amazon had a place, you know, just ripped up and everything, and now they're trying to get things passed to get money in for better secure facilities for places in these areas. But check this out, man. Check this out. People can lose their jobs and just be, man, check this out.
You're feeling like this gust of just like forceful winds, metal getting twisted, chaos.
I'd say about half of the building is destroyed.
32-year-old Jamarco Hickman remembers the last day he worked at Amazon.
My position was a delivery driver there.
When he came back to the warehouse after a day's work, he made it inside.
Oh, gosh.
With minutes to spare.
And you just heard everyone screaming, yelling.
At Amazon, had you ever been through a tornado drill?
No, I never. I just froze.
And says he didn't have a place to hide.
I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to bring myself up right here. Okay. I know here in California, we get the safety drills. How is your place where they have tornadoes and you have never gone through a tornado drill? Or maybe the drill has not came up and the tornado happened before. I'm going to think that, but back to it.
Safely.
I was pretty much kissing the concrete.
We brought Hickman's experience to Riyadh Hindi, a structural engineering expert at St. Louis University. We showed him 34 photos given to us by the city of Edwardsville.
Do you see shelters here?
I don't see shelters in these pictures.
These photos were taken the night of the tornado by first responder Dan Bruno, who has a background in engineering. Bruno also put together this 4-page memo describing his concerns. Columns lifted out of the floor, significant structural issues he thinks may have contributed to the deadly collapse.
What do you think we've learned from the collapse of that Amazon warehouse?
We have to look at these standards codes or design codes and update them as we go.
Here are all the tornadoes in the U.S. over the past decade. In certain parts of the country, like Illinois and Missouri, they're especially common. In the last 10 years, there have been nearly 200 deaths, more than 1,700 injuries, and at least $4.7 billion in tornado damage. Most of that destruction happened in Joplin in 2011.
Experts we spoke with say stronger and
For those of you who do not know about Missouri, but Joplin, that's the Bible Belt, okay? That is the Bible Belt.
well-enforced building codes would bring those numbers down.
Storms are going to get worse with our changing climate and more frequent. And so it's going to be a really important thing to start looking at, putting those structures in place.
State lawmaker Katie Stewart represents Madison and St. Clair counties.
We were all surprised to learn that we didn't have a state standard for tornado structures or safety procedures.
Across the U.S., builders generally aren't required to design for tornadoes.
We can do better.
She's calling for change.
I would love for Illinois to be on the leading edge, and I really think there should be national standards.
She sponsored House Bill 1563 in May. If it passes, it would create a task force to focus on tornado safety and storm shelters.
We're starting this from scratch.
It's a start, but it's definitely not enough.
Nothing will bring back the 6 lives lost.
And it could have been prevented.
Amazon says its warehouse was built to code to withstand 90-mile-per-hour winds. December's tornado packed winds around 155 miles per hour. If Amazon were to rebuild today, the codes would be the same. No storm shelters or structural changes required. For the I-Team, Paula Vasan, 5 on your side.
I got a question, though. You know, he was like, and it could have been prevented. No, that's Mother Nature, buddy. You cannot. That's Mother Nature. But how much do they know to like reinforce if a tornado can just do damage and rip things up like that? You know, like what if the numbers that they have are like, can't nothing do this? You know, do they? I guess they feel that if they bump it up like that, they could, you know, are they wasting money if it just gets ripped up again, or just build a place where they can build it back really fast? I have no idea about that one. I have no idea. I have no idea. Am I getting glitchy out there? Is it glitchy out there? I think so. But I'm going on. Okay, I am going on. We're gonna get on to this next clip.
I'm 5 on your side's Mike Bush. Join the mission to support our military heroes this summer at Schnucks. By rounding up your purchase or by donating your Schnucks rewards, you're honoring their sacrifice and educating their legacy. Let's stand with Folds of Honor.
Tonight, a new class of certified city sheriff's deputies graduated. One of their goals, to help St. Louis police officers curb crime downtown. Our Robert Townsend shows us how they're ready to put their training to the test.
A long line of them filed into the auditorium at Harris Stowe State University. Sheriff Vernon Betts and 23 deputies received their state-required Peace Officer Standards Training or POST certification.
I am extremely excited about having accomplished this.
Now the sheriff says he and his certified trained team are prepared to help St. Louis police keep downtown
The reason why I put that up is because I've been watching a lot of articles, and it seems like St. Louis is like nuts. So I guess they're graduating more officers to help out downtown in areas like that, riding in buses and all these other places. I wanted to put that up because delivery drivers, if it's unsafe for you out there, they are trying to put some more people out there and riding in certain places for us all. So that's why I wanted to put that up there. Now, people, whoo, we got through with that right there. Now we're about to get into this, okay? Nearly 1 in 5 Amazon drivers suffered injuries in 2021. Right now, if you are working in warehouses right now, you are having your annual meetings with everyone that works in the buildings, and they're giving you all the safety numbers, people. That's what's going on right now. So all the numbers that are going on right now, they have to track back to this part last year, people, and then this is how they can kind of put their numbers together to kind of help the whole entire industry. OSHA is going to be in on this a whole lot. Nearly 1 in 5 Amazon delivery drivers suffered injuries in 2021, according to a new study. Amazon relies on fast-growing network of contracted delivery companies to ferry packages to customers' doorsteps, but it often sacrifices safety to speed up. The Strategic Organizing Center wrote in a new report published today. So right now, you know, I don't know how, like, all right, I know that in the warehouse, that the injuries happen all the time. Now with this right here, you know, you got to think, are people injuring themselves, slamming their hands in the car doors and things like that? So it says Amazon delivery operations are suffering from an escalating injury crisis driven largely by pushing quotas and pressure to ferry packages as quickly as possible, according to a new study. Nearly 1 in 5 drivers making deliveries for Amazon suffered injuries in 2021 at a 40% increase from last year's injury rate. The Strategic Organizing Center said in a report released Tuesday. Now, I'm trying to figure this out. Are they counting in the people that drive for Amazon Flex if they report their injuries because it's third party, or is this specifically people that actually work for Amazon and are doing the Amazon Prime? Okay, that's what I do want to know. Well, they're talking about labor unions, okay, including International Brotherhood and Teamsters. Says, and the Service Employees International Union analyzed data submitted by Amazon and its delivery partners to the Occupational Safety and Health Administration. So it says delivery partners. So I'm guessing people that have reported injuries on Amazon Flex. All of these go into what this is right here. Now I wonder if all those people that reported injuries working for Amazon Flex, I wonder if those people were deactivated for reporting injuries because there's no union there. You report an injury and you work for the actual company, there's unions involved there, so you can keep your job. I wonder if a percentage of the 40% of the increase was from people doing Amazon Flex and them actually not knowing how to, you know, pretty much is warehouse work. You are at the receiving dock. You are getting your load. You are loading your own vehicle, and then you got to drive. So some people may not know how to do that all the way, or the safety part. They may not know all the rules because anytime you have to go work like for the facilities, OSHA is involved as far as you knowing what's going on. You got to watch a couple videos. So I'm trying to figure out with the 40% increase here, how much of the 40% is with people that drive for Amazon Flex and third parties. That is not broken down here. I wish they did break that down. It says right here, what's up, Roy?
Hey.
I'm gonna bring you up in here, Roy. You go sit with me. You're not on mute right now. You're in. So
I just got a question for you. Am I blocked out of your chat because I've been leaving messages in your chat and and it's like you're not seeing them?
No, you're not blocked out.
Okay, cool.
Are you using like I do have words that are blocked out on my on like the general thing. Maybe I gotta go take those off so I can go.
No, I think I left a message about the gun stuff.
Oh,
and I don't
no,
think it came
no,
through.
I put that up there. You said here we go with the gun crap, right?
Oh, okay, so it is showing up. Okay, I was just double checking
I
because
put
I
it
didn't.
on screen, Roy. I got love for you, Roy. I put it on screen for you. I got you, Roy. I don't leave you hanging,
cool.
Roy. All right, man. You gonna hang in, or are you gonna bounce?
I'm on my way to work.
All right, man. I'll catch you later.
All right, cool. All right, bye.
People, look, Roy said, hey man, am I blocked or something? No, Roy, it was up there. Look, man, your boys will check. Your boys will check. Okay, they will check. But this thing right here, they gotta figure out. It says 350 to 400 packages per day per van. You know what I mean? So, but I want to know how many of those people are from the flex side. I want to know. That's what I want to know. Once they break that down, then this study will be a little bit better for me, because as of now, if it's just inside the warehouse, let me tell you what's going to happen. You're going to have more safety walks. Whoever is the building manager is going to gather all the AM1s, and they're going to go and do their safety walk to every single station, from the sorter to the online to the shipping, receiving, to the put away team, to the replant team. They're going to go and ask more questions. They're going to hope that people, if they're bringing them in from the agency, they're going to have people get screened a little bit more, just stuff like that. But there are people that cut corners in places like this, and as long as people cut corners, you know, it's gonna continue to be like this. But what I will do is tell you this right here. If these numbers keep going up and you drive for Amazon Flex, be prepared for them to like slowly and surely like get rid of you, or they might do something to bring you guys in as like full employees. So if safety is an issue, that's something that they happen. They'll just start like really screening drivers from their driving record, or booting you out really, really quick. Okay, really, really quick. Now we have this next piece of news here. Man, we got news here, people. All right, man. Now check this out. Okay. Man threw a grenade in an Amazon delivery truck. You heard that right. Throws a grenade in an Amazon delivery truck. Okay. So this is in Oklahoma City, people. This is in OKC. Coincidentally, the same place, you know, Timothy McVeigh, the Unabomber. What are they doing out? Why do they like bombs there? Why do they like bombs? That doesn't make any sense. But I'll go ahead and let you know. It says, and this is from Oklahoma City, KFOR. Oh, wow. What the hell just happened to my screen? Okay, here it is. A delivery driver had a terrifying encounter in Oklahoma City on Monday around 3:30 p.m. on Monday. Oklahoma City police were called to the 500 block of Southwest 27th Street in reference to an incident. Okay. In reference to an accident. Okay, Oklahoma father of two killed in a deadly motorcycle crash. That happened like right around there too. But when police arrived at the scene, they found an Amazon delivery truck. Oh wow, it adjusted on me. That was weird. It said when police arrived at the scene, they found an Amazon delivery truck that had crashed into a mailbox and a parked vehicle. It says the driver told investigators that he was turning around when he drove past a man. And heard something hit the floor of the truck. The victim said he looked back to see what had dropped and saw a grenade rolling around on the floorboard. Damn. A grenade? The victim stated he just opened the driver door, jumped out without even thinking about it. He sustained minor. I'm not supposed to be laughing, but that is hilarious. I can just imagine that in like a police academy movie. They threw the grenade there and he was out. He sustained minor injuries to his knees after hitting the ground. The victim stated he did not even put the van in park. He just left the drive on. The police report states he just jumped out. When the van crashed into the mailbox and parked car, the victim said he went back to the van and tossed a grenade out of the van. First of all, people, why would you go back to get the grenade and throw it out the car after you jumped out the car because it was a grenade? I don't know. I don't know. Officers found the grenade and started removing people from their homes as precaution. The bomb squad was called out to the scene and removed the grenade. Authorities say surveillance footage captured the suspect throwing the grenade in the victim's truck. So far, no arrests have been made in the case. Now, I am going to, people, this is hot facts, people. I am going to get that video. I'm going to get that video for us, okay? I'm going to get that video for us. That is hot facts right there. Okay, so we're going to move on to this next one here. What is this next one? I'm still going on. Let me see. We got let me see. I'm going to remove this. I don't really need the pictures up anymore. I'm just going to go ahead and go into it like this, people. So, okay, so we have right now we have a delivery, and now this is a delivery truck driver, people. Delivery truck driver. Delivery truck driver stole $27,000 worth of Red Bulls. Okay, a truck driver from Mammoth City was charged with stealing more than $27,000 worth of Red Bull energy drink shipments that he was supposed to deliver to local stores, authorities said Tuesday. Christopher L. Hammond, 36, of Oakhurst, was issued a summons and faces charges including theft by unlawful taking, forgery, and false uttering. Okay, according to the acting Mammoth County prosecutor Lori Linsky, the thefts from a wall-based beverage distribution center took place in June and July last year. So this dude took everything. As part of his job at the distribution center, Hammond was supposed to deliver the wholesale amounts to the drink to the local big businesses, authorities said. Instead, 2 large shipments never made it to the legitimate destinations. Hammond tried to cover his alleged crimes by forging 2 invoices, according to the prosecutor, who said investigators have not determined where the stolen Red Bull ended up. I'm going to tell you this. If he's had all that Red Bull, I'm going to tell you how this dude can come up. This dude can come up just like this. He's going to the beach, going to a party. He's selling them at colleges, or if he's going to anywhere where there's motocross and he's out there hustling and selling Red Bulls for cheaper than what it is. I'll tell you where to win. And if it's not that, he offloaded them to someone who has an event, who's trying to save money, and they wanted to get the stuff for a cheaper price. That's pretty much what happened. Okay, now it says we at the prosecutor's office remain committed to vigorously investigating and prosecuting significant instances of theft, regardless of the type of items stolen, Linsky said. And we thank the tireless efforts of our partners with the Wall Township Police Department for their assistance in the case. A defense attorney listed for Hammond could not be immediately reached. Thank you for relying on us for checking out this news, people. They're not going to find the dude. Hammond, they don't have no evidence. They don't know who he dropped it off with. There's no cameras. The most they can probably get him with is tampering. He lost his job. That's pretty much going to be it for that dude right there. Nothing else is pretty. I mean, he's not in jail. Defense attorney, is they can't find him. So that's pretty much it. Now, what I got here for us, people. We got some stuff that could be helping out the delivery restaurants that we are picking up from. Okay, now this is on Cision PR Newswire. Okay, Cision PR Newswire. If you want to go ahead and hot fact check this, okay, it says Skip Cart partners with Delivery Before to help restaurants save billions of dollars in fees through outsourced delivery approach to marketplace orders. Okay. So we're going to get into this right now. News provided by Delivery Before, okay? It is coming also in a report by way of Hot Facts with Robert Reese. Monday through Friday, people, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m., okay? Always. Now, this is Skip Cart. For those of you who just joined in, Skip Cart partners with Delivery Before to help restaurants save billions of dollars in fees through outsourced delivery approach to marketplace orders. Austin, Texas, May 24th, 2022. Okay, Skipcart, one of the largest on-demand delivery companies in the United States today, announced an innovative partnership with technology platform Delivery Before, aimed at leveling the playing field by saving restaurants $2 or more per marketplace order through their new outsourced delivery programs. Wow, that'll actually help because some of the restaurants are they're not getting their full percentage. That's pretty cool. Restaurants are hurting on all fronts with limited staffing, high cost of goods, and fixed costs. A recent NRA survey showed nearly 90% of operations are less profitable than when the pandemic began, with no relief in sight. NRA's State of the Restaurant Industry report, issued in February of 2022, stated food, labor, and occupancy costs expected to remain elevated and continue to impact restaurant profit margins in 2022. Restaurants are dependent on the marketplace, stuck in a one-sided relationship built on the backs of hard-working, captured restaurants. Predatory tactics and commissions are too high. Delivery service is unreliable, okay, and there's no data sharing for customer loyalty. See, that's something that they need to know. So what can help these delivery apps is if they actually get some stuff for customer loyalty. I guess that's what like Uber Eats tries when they how the customers get their certain tiers and rewards. They get the best rated drivers and delivery people, and according to that, I guess when that happens, those are the people most likely to go ahead and give the feedback. Those will be the ones that are the loyal customers. It's just a shame that there's not enough of those. It's just a small percentage of those people. Okay, gone are the days of traditional brand building. Okay, traditional. I'm trying to build traditional brand building right here. Traditional brand building. Unfortunately, this now occurs with the help of the marketplace to get initial scale, forcing restaurants into an unhealthy partnership from the start. Something must change, or the restaurant industry will come to suffer. Increased marketplace competition for customer acquisition continues to exacerbate operator challenges. And with marketplaces starting with an unbelievable 30% fee and a 15% or less margin business, there is no silver lining, with marketplace now allowing for outsourced delivery through products such as self-delivery by DoorDash, Bring Your Own Courier by Uber Eats, and self-fulfillment by Grubhub. Marketplace orders can now be delivered by Delivery Before, powered by Skipcart. Okay, restaurants will receive the orders, but now realize increased revenue and margin for the same process, and finally get visibility to the consumer. Skipcart CEO Ben Jones explains Delivery Before powered by Skipcart is changing the game for marketplace self-delivery orders. Today's marketplace commission fees on delivery and hoarding of data are crippling to restaurants, and there has not been a real solution until now. With the restaurant outsourcing delivery to us through our delivery network, we can save them 15% or more on fees per order and give visibility to their customers. Okay, this is the future of on-demand delivery, and we are excited to challenge the big three that we have held restaurants that have held restaurants captive for far too long. The big three: Uber Eats, DoorDash, and Grubhub. Okay, so they're doing this as a counter to show that once they start putting this in and restaurants start seeing that they're actually gonna make more money. Once restaurants see that they're gonna actually make more money, they may take themselves off of that platform and go straight to this one over here. Delivery Before, powered by Skipcart. Okay, it's simple to sign up for and requires no operational change to the restaurant receiving marketplace orders. Delivery Before captures marketplace orders and connects those orders with Skipcart drivers. Okay, so people, we got Skipcart. Okay, breaking news, people. We have Skipcart. Okay, people, we have this. And this is going to be going. All right, so Skipcart, So sign up for Skip Cart, people. There might be incentives here. So look for Skip Cart in your area. There might be incentives here for everyone to go ahead and get paid a little more. Okay, people. So it said, where was I at? Okay, connects those orders with Skip Cart drivers, saving $2 or more per order, as much as 18% in marketplace fees. I don't know. We don't know the pay for the Skip Cart driver, but it seems like if they are doing this, they're going to be paying money and incentives, okay? And I don't know what happened to my lighting right now. It kind of messed up my green screen, my green machine right there. Okay. This new approach, am I mic on? Okay, I'm good. This new approach levels the playing field between restaurants and predatory marketplaces, and we are thrilled to partner with delivery fleet leaders, Skip Cart, with 2.5 billion annual food deliveries. The potential can be, it says the potential can be, it says, okay, that's a typo. The potential can redistribute 5 billion back to the restaurant merchants every year, which inspires us. Stated, that was from the founder, Randy Murphy. He is the founder and CEO of Delivery Before. As one of the largest on-demand delivery companies in the United States, Skip Cart connects retailers. Okay, it connects retailers, grocers, and restaurants. Okay, so Skip Cart is like how I have here in California, the one in Santa Monica, Long Beach, San Diego. That's like Best Deliveries and Get Swift. Okay, that's the exact same thing. Okay, bam, I figured it out. Okay, so that's the exact same thing right there. Yep, and you'll get the deliveries close. Okay, so after it connects with the retailers and grocers and restaurant, okay, with this local delivery network, giving the option to offer their customers delivery in as little as 30 minutes, and that's exactly what Get Swift and Best Deliveries does. I told you, you'll get your order and you'll be right next door to the place, and it's still $8. You didn't even go anywhere. Okay. Now, today, Skip Cart has completed millions of deliveries across the country through a vast network of crowdsourced drivers. Skip Cart continues to bring hyper-local delivery to business around the country. So I'm guessing Get Swift is part of this Skip Cart. That's who they're part of in a larger scale. So that would make more sense. Go sign up for Get Swift, Best Deliveries. Sign up for Skip Cart. I know I'm gonna once I get there and it's on there, I'm not gonna have to, but Skip Cart, I'm coming. Okay. Skip Cart is a privately owned company founded in 2018 in San Antonio, Texas, and is currently operating through the United States and Canada with a fleet size of more than 150,000 drivers. More information about Skip Cart can be found at skipcart.com. About Delivery Before. Delivery Before is an innovative technology platform developed by Four-Burner Technologies. Okay, so that's them. Okay, and the media contact who helped put this out was Jason Dial. Okay, he's a COO. Okay, he is the COO. Much props to him right there. Okay, Skip Cart, people. Skip Cart is giving out money for drivers. Okay, they tell their customers you get your orders in 30 minutes or less, people. So if you want to just pick up orders and drop them off really that fast, Skip Cart, skipcart.com. I'm going to check if Best Deliveries and Get Swift is part of that network because I do believe it is. And once I figure out that it is, it's on like Donkey Kong. Go sign up for that and get that money, people. They're saving restaurants $2 and getting orders there in 30 minutes or less. That is something good. It's here in the U.S. and in Canada. That is breaking news for you guys, people. That is breaking news for you guys. Now, I am going to get to this next story. Now, this next story, people, it's about a trucker. So if you are a CDL driver, people, I get all the drivers in here. I learned more about them from TNCradio.live and Steve Johnson out there. I learned a little bit about these guys here. So I said, these guys got to get in here too. Okay. The incident happened around 5:50 p.m. on Saturday, May 21st in Lynchfield, Kentucky. Okay. According to the K105 News, a truck driver with Rogers Trucking Company stopped at a Subway to grab a bite to eat, okay, and left his dog in the car. The driver apparently forgot to set the parking brake, and the truck began rolling away with the dog inside the cab as the man went to grab his sandwich, okay? The truck then rolled out of the parking lot across 4 lanes of traffic onto an on-ramp to the westbound parkway and then into a grassy median. The truck then bumped into an outcropping of grass and dirt, seeing the truck rolling back across the 4 lanes of traffic and onto a bridge where it bumped into a concrete railing and came to a stop. Thankfully, a witness quickly jumped into the truck. This dude is Good Samaritan, man. Somebody buy that dude a burrito. Thankfully, a witness quickly jumped into the truck and engaged the brakes, bringing the Blue Heeler dog's journey to an end. Now, for those of you who want to know about dogs, a Blue Heeler is one of the smartest dogs you have on earth, okay? Blue Heeler, you put that in the same category as a Border Collie or an Australian Shepherd. These dogs love their herd. You can teach these dogs with clicks, whistles, and hand movements, people. I have trained these dogs. I have serviced these dogs myself. A Blue Heeler is a man's best friend. It can do anything you pretty much have it do. It is a very well-trained dog. The Blue Heeler probably sat there still because it knew that if he moved, something's going to happen. That's how smart the dog is, okay? And that guy that jumped into the truck, it does not say your name, but Good Samaritan, thank you, because you are a great person there. I love to promote the positivity. Okay, I love to promote the positivity. Brought that journey to an end. The driver did not realize that the truck had rolled away until a few minutes later. He was trying to get that sandwich, people. He was like, bro, man, on Martin. He just came from the 5th floor. He came from the 5th floor to come get some sandwiches, okay? He didn't realize anything, okay, until a few minutes later and arrived at the scene at the same time police did. So when the police got there, he got there. No injuries were reported, and the dog was reportedly no worse for wear. No further information has been released. That's a Good Samaritan right there, people. Now we got this next one. Okay, we got this next one right here, people. I told you we got a lot of news today, people. We got a lot of news today. Okay, violent crash involving rebel driver UPS truck stuns Midtown shoppers on busy strip. Okay. Now, shoppers and workers along the West 34th Street in Midtown got quite the scare Tuesday morning after the driver of a rebel sedan crashed into a UPS truck and a double-decker bus. Miraculously, police said, no serious or life-threatening injuries were reported in the wreck that happened about 11:20 a.m. on Monday, May 24th, along the major shopping area near 7th Avenue. Okay, according to eyewitnesses, Avita Broderick, 30, the rebel driver, was speeding just outside of Old Navy, located at 150 West 34th Street, when he hit the UPS truck, sending the rebel vehicle into the bus. So he was speeding, going like 70 miles per hour. The UPS truck was making a delivery at the Croc store, and he was hit, and he hit the bus going like 70. Then he hits the bus. It sounded like an explosion. Boom. He hit the bus because he was trying to squeeze in between the both of them. Wow, he was trying to squeeze. Come on, man. We are on 34th Street, Broderick said. People, if you know you're in a busy area, this goes for delivery drivers right now. Yo, Nova Dasher, what's up, man? Nova Dasher, it's my first time having you in. I checked out your videos, man. I like how you got the stuff up there on the side, and it kind of reminded me of Pac-Man when you're going to get that money. I appreciate you driving in, man. I know Dash Bandicoot did tell me that you guys stopped and had some lunch. He taps in with me and says you guys are partly in the same area there. I tap in with you guys, man. I tap in with you guys. People, if you are driving in a busy area and you simply know that you shouldn't be doing certain things, don't do certain things. You gotta come on, man. Come on, man. That's crazy. That's like me going downtown and trying to squeeze into stuff. You can't do that. You cannot do that, people. That's dangerous. As delivery drivers, people, you are supposed to be like really aware and really on watch. Really on watch. You're not supposed to just be trying to squeeze and do anything else like that. You're gonna get deactivated real quick, lose your job, and you ain't gonna be able to make any quick money like that, people. You ain't gonna be able to make any quick money like that at all. But that was the news right there, people. But right now, we got to get into these. We got to get into the comments now. Replies and comments, people. Let me go to my replies and comments. Bam. We got to get into replies and comments right now, and I'm going to go and get into some of those right now. Let me go ahead and the latest comments. Let's view more. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, this came from Vader Bowers, the video of condolences to everyone involved in the Texas school shooting. People, I was just sitting in my car and I was thinking, and I was like, man, this right here is tough. This is tough. I was thinking about when my son passed, and then I was like, I don't want to think about that anymore. So I just found the video of when my son was 9 months old and he couldn't talk, but he understood how to say dad, dad. So I put that video up, and she said, stay positive also. Your baby is very cute. Thank you very much. She also commented on sweet and sour chicken wings with Cajun fries. She said that sounds good, people. I got the bomb stuff right there. Mike N, people, when they tried to do that smash and grab at that jewelry store in Huntington Beach, and I said that area is a money maker. If you are in the OC, check that spot out. I go there when I am there. Mike N reported, he said, Robert, that's crazy. That robbery happened there. That's actually where I always camp to work Uber Eats and DoorDash. I live in HB. I only work in Huntington Beach area. I found it's the best area for orders. People, when I am in that area, I am there. I replied to him. I said, that used to be my zone, like permanently. Like that was my zone. Because on that zone, if you're in Huntington Beach, people, you'll make a lot of money there. And if they take you outside of Huntington Beach, where they have all the surf competitions and everything else there, people, you're on Pacific Coast Highway. You're on world famous Pacific Coast Highway. So once you're on PCH, you're really close to Belmont Shore, Seal Beach, and Long Beach. You can just be on that thing right there and constantly grab money right there. See, and he actually went ahead and said that right there, people. He went ahead and said that right there. So that is not that is not bad at all. PCH, Daz Bandicoot, PCH, yes, the infamous PCH, money maker area. People, this is what I want to let you guys know too today. Now I let you guys know about Woods Good Wood. Okay, he is my boxing analyst. Brought him on over. I got him now. Okay, so I got him now. So he's gonna be coming in with me to talk fights, pay-per-views coming up, things like that. But today he is a YouTuber. Okay, he is a YouTuber. Okay, he has 2 channels actually. I've been known to do, man, since like 16 years old. He has 2 channels. He has a channel with like 1.4K subs on the other one, and he's building the other one up. But he is a YouTuber. He is in a specific niche. Okay, he is in a specific niche, boxing. Okay, if you like boxing and the fight talk, this is what he does. Okay, so we will be talking boxing, sports, people. On top of talking sports, we will be going over some other things. But if you come and sit on Hot Facts, people, I'm going to talk to him about his channel, how he got it started, how he wanted to do his thing. But he is a customer and he does order. So once he sits in the hot seat, people, I will be asking him questions about how much does he tip when he does orders, what service does he order from, and all that stuff, so we can get some real hot facts from an actual customer and who is also a YouTuber and a content creator. Okay, so we will be doing this today at 5 p.m. We'll be talking sports. We'll be talking a little sports, getting his take on the NBA playoffs right now. We can do that now. Who do you think is going to win the NBA championship? We'll go over that. We got some upcoming fights coming up on this weekend. You see one right there in the background, right there. And of course, you guys will get a chance to see exactly what he does. He's going to break down the fight for us live today at 5 p.m. And you guys will be able to see he knows all about boxing and people in all the fight games. So when it comes down to it, these are days where people will be tipping. So he might give you some information to keep inside your head when you are doing a delivery. When you are doing a delivery, you might be able to say some of these things if you're dropping off to somebody in their garage, or if you hear the fight on, you might be able to drop a little jewels because he is the expert and he is stopping by today at 5 p.m. in 2 hours, okay? In 2 hours. So I'm going to be getting off here, people, but I'm going to tell you guys I will be back on with his interview here. It's going on at 5 p.m. We'll go over YouTube, content creation. We'll get you started in the game, all of that, and we will end it up with food delivery. Who do you order from? What do you order? And how much do you tip? And do you take tips away? We will be going over all of that. Thank you. What's good, Wood? Stanley Tucker, friend from a long way. People, you have been watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese. Birthday shout out. I did not forget a birthday, people. I'll go ahead and let you know. Missy Henson, happy birthday. I did not miss you. And I see you on TikTok all the time. People, I'm out like Chuck Woolery in 2 and 2. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Go to YouTube and subscribe, people, every day, Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Absolutely frank, candid, okay, objective, okay, unbiased opinion for everyone. If you like that, hit subscribe now. I will see you guys later. Peace out.